straight. I am Miss Marie. You guys will call me Great Mama. Live from New Jersey, somewhere in New Jersey. If you're from New Jersey or you're from the United States, welcome. Welcome from anywhere in the 7 continents. Welcome. If it reaches out to you and you're able to watch this in real time and live right now, like right now. Come on in. We're gonna see what your person wants, and I'm gonna shuffle over and over again because I'm sure that we're gonna get the same energy. We all looking for stability, security, a sense of contentment that comes from having our basic needs must be met, being comfortable in a financial position. We all are looking for that 10 of Pentacles. All right. It represents nurturing. It represents spirituality. It represents a connection to the all. Okay, that pentagram is very important. This is where me and you grow. We extend. We build a legacy. Everybody's looking for legacy. Everybody. All right, but life gets in the way. Things happen. Either we come with from a family that we already have prior to the one, right? We come with a past. Let's just leave it there. What kind of past? Everybody has their own journey. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use the Pope Tarot here. Okay. And these are much easier to shuffle. Okay, so let's go ahead. Aries, what does your person want and what's going on with you? And we all are dealing with something or another. Here we go. One more. Aries. The energy I've been picking up for Aries lately has been a Virgo energy, a very relaxed, spiritual energy, energy of trying to find myself, reflecting, taking time out to find out what I really want, where I really want to be, all right, or just being shy and reserved, not a lot of action. 8 of Pentacles, the Death, the Strength, and the Hermit. I told you. I've been having that. I've been getting this energy, but you know what? The Hermit represents, right? Not only Virgo, because it also represents the energy that it gives you for time to grow, time to see what I want. This gives you that Neptune, okay? This gives you that Saturn, that discipline. So Aries, you've been getting this, and I'm gonna shuffle this, and you're gonna get it again, okay? So basically, what does your person want? They want to, because the connection between you, whoever this is for, the connection here is that the physical, the sex. They want sex, all right? They want to put the effort in, the work in, all right? They want to learn about you again in your body, all right? This is called apprenticeship. They want you to be, spontaneous and sexy. They want, because this is a death that leads to a new life. They want to bring life back, all right? Let's just say that somebody is dead. You could revive them, give them breaths, right? CPR. They want to resurrection. They want to resurrect the connection. They want you to come out of hiding, ask what you want. All right. There's detached. There's coldness here. But that's what because somebody's very serious. Somebody's very concerned with the rules, becoming very bored. All right. So let's go ahead, Aries. Your person wants to resurrect. This is one of the most positive cards, especially the Strength. The strength is about mental, practical, and emotional practice. The heart is the one that leads. Strength, courage, the flames of the heart. To spend time with you. Cozy nights in the couch, making my place comfortable, right? You guys were almost there. I don't know what happened. Maybe there's a lot of work. Somebody has a lot of work or prioritizing some work here. Here we go. The Hermit is all about seclusion. It's all about trying to find myself, right? But when it comes to a relationship, maybe becoming cold and detached. All right, don't touch me. I see don't touch me. When I see the Hermit, don't touch me. I'm sorry. I know what this energy is all about. All right? Here we go. Don't touch me. I'm sorry. Who the hell is this for? Here we go. Let's go ahead. Don't you dare touch me. Don't you put your... I'm sorry. Ew, don't touch me. All right, let's go ahead. Here we go. One more. I'm sorry, Aries. I'm sorry. I'm going to go sign by sign. Here we go. You know, everything's good when we start dating. After that, after the 7 year itch, all right, Aries, look, if it's your counterpart, all right, they want to find that total equilibrium because I'm going back and forth between these two, between hot and cold, and this is what the atoms in our body do. They constantly vibrate, oscillate between the hot and cold. Try to find that neutral. They want to find that balance back. All right, there, baby, let's go out. All right. They want that emotional fulfillment. I don't know if they ghosted you or they have a hard time making a decision, but they still see you. Even if you got old here, I still see you sexy. You're the mother of my children. You're the one that I want to give all my love to. It's just like Venus. Venus that was born from the foam of the sea, this goddess of love. I still see you like that goddess of love. You take care of the home. You're beautiful. Why worry about, how old we get? And I want to be able to do, because at the same time, they want to be able to go out with their boys and have fun, right? Because this is when you look at the animal of this, right? This is in control. You have a good control on them. You know how to control the animal at the same time. This is a person that's very kind, right? But she doesn't, down boy, easy, easy. Okay, so you have a way of understanding them. This is spending nights in the couch cozy and all, taking care of me, cooking me steaks. You know how to cook really, really good. They like all that stuff. They like you pampering them, taking care of them, bringing them their drinks, their beer, whatever they do, all right? But they also like to go out with their friends every once in a while. You got to understand, when we're talking about the lion, we're talking about their pride. They're talking about going out to the bar, hanging out, doing things with the boys. That if you look at the animal in the lion, right, the king of the jungle, he goes out with the pride. He goes out, well, hey, fellas, let's go out. All right? Let's go out, have fun, and they like to assert their territory. They don't like nobody in the house. All right? They don't like people. No, do not bring no other guys here. Like, I don't, there's something that I was doing here that I don't like. But anyway, Aries, when it comes to your counterpart, or they probably do, but they watch closely. So this energy, Aries, is your counterpart, your polar opposite, which is Libra. Okay, they want to give you that home life and that total equilibrium. So you have a Libra here, okay, and you have a Virgo here, okay. So these two signs, you got a Scorpio, you got Taurus. All this energy is coming out here. I don't know if they choosing or try to negotiate. This is about it's not always about ghosting. This is about, I want to negotiate things with you. Let's negotiate. There's a struggle communication between choices and finding the balance between logic or, like this is the way it is and it's just black or it's just white. And I want to get in between. I want to see, I want to go out and experience things. Okay. Maybe there's a lack of money. All right. Or something to that effect. All right, Aries. That's what I got for you. I'm going to go ahead and let's go to Taurus. Taurus. Let's see what your person wants. A lot of times we don't understand. After the 7 year itch, we stop relationships because we go deal with these uncertainties. Like when you get with somebody, you don't know what they come with. And when you meet with somebody, they might have karma and you get caught up in it. And you be like, what the hell's going on? What the heck do you do? You got to look at that. This is why you got to take time and investigate people. Ask a lot of questions because you're going to deal with their karma, period, at the end. It could be kids that they did somebody dirty. You always got to make sure of that. If you know you're clean, you're good, you didn't lead nobody on or none of that stuff, and you get with somebody, it's going to be you good for a couple of years. But the minute you start thinking, you go autopilot and all these things start, instead of seeing how we're going to fix it, we start thinking how long it's going to take to fix it. And then that becomes a problem. All right, so you just always think about that, and always think about when you get with people, please find out who they've been with, what happened. You got to discuss that. If you don't, you're gonna get caught up with their karma. You're gonna be so innocent. I could give you an example here at the end of this read to how karma does affect. All right, and it is real. There are laws. You and me and everyone else, we are tied to these laws. They bind us, and the only way to work through them is to start practicing. Now we're going to look at things different because now we're going to say to yourself, you know what? Let me go to self-preservation for looking at just me and my situation, and let's do something for the common good. This is when we start healing that karma. But when we get caught up with that karma, we're gonna have to serve that karma. Period. At the end, whether you understand it, that you're part of this whole quantum energy. All right. However you understand the divine, the sacred, and divine spirit that is within all of us. Here we go. So we get caught up. We have no idea. Oh wow, I didn't know that you did that. Because they're not honest. We just gotta speak the truth, and you purify the ethers. Let's go ahead with Taurus. Taurus, if you have any questions, come on in. Taurus, let's go ahead and see what your person wants. Tauruses. We all deal with the same thing. We all in this loop. We deal with the same thing over and over again. Taurus, let's see what does your person wants. Taurus. You know, we get those eyes. We start looking at things. Wow, these people look what they do, and especially now with social media. Wow, I want to have that. I wish my relationship was like that. This is what happens. We stop looking at our relationship. So Taurus, the Eight of Swords, they wish that you was a little more vulnerable. All right. They want you to a little bit more spontaneous. When it comes to love, it's about you, opening up a little bit more, releasing that energy. To let things unfold naturally, Taurus. All right? To recognize their circumstances and their states to fulfilling something here, your relationship, okay? Rather than seeking, to control, to release that, because you're holding back here, all right? And we all want vulnerability. When we get with a person, we want to be vulnerable because we've been hurt. Then we can stop being frustrated. This represents when Eve opens her eyes and she knows the puddle that she stepped into. All right, like she recognized, right? Because you're already in Eden, but because you've been hypnotized to see only the person that you are in. But if you open your eyes, okay, that are closed, and you open your spiritual eyes and understand that this is a connection that's worth fighting for, okay? That there's fire, that there's water, that there's a level of surrender that we must have, all right? Because, look, it's like this. Let's say you get with somebody and the other person hurt you, or they make you feel like, oh, your body wasn't good enough, or, something with the body. A lot of times, everybody wants at some point to feel the skin. But when you keep all this, like you got too much protection over you. You understand? I know you understand this card. I know you understand this card from a different perspective. But what I'm seeing here, she's holding herself back so much because she has so much potential with your passive approach. They want you to be more daring, okay? Like, not to be rescued, but to be more spontaneous with your energy, to be vulnerable, okay? To don't dictate how things are going to go, Taurus, all right? They want you to free yourself from the past, whoever hurt you. Because when this energy comes up, you're not letting nobody in. All right? When you say, I'm not good enough because I'm hurt already. You got to let, everybody wants to feel skin. Everybody wants, don't you see that, ladies? When you get with somebody, oh, don't take my clothes off. Oh, don't. That turns somebody off. Oh, no. And I got to cover up. That's what I'm seeing here. I know you see something else, but I know what I'm seeing here. So when the person wants you to be vulnerable, be open, and don't dictate, where the connection's going, let it go. Be able to be content with releasing. There's no threat. There's nothing to worry about. I'm not going nowhere. It's asking over and over and over and over and over again. Are you with me? Are you going to stay with me? Just let that go, like get your mind, right? Because the swords represent my mind, but they represent people in my life. Let the past go. Let's communicate. Don't shut me down, because this is an energy about being submissive. Because if you look at our hero, see, we come from a lifetime of heroes. And we got this, the Andromeda energy, right? This person that's being waited to be rescued till she breaks free, right? The ruler of men, Astarte, all right? Being naked and bedecked in a body of water, all right? So when you understand this, yeah, you understand it as, oh, they gaslighting me, they're keeping me hostage. No, you're doing that. There's nothing. It becomes like that. But then if you know it, you understand it. It's me. When you realize I'm the one that's holding them, by that time they gone. All right? Like, you got to be grown about it. Like, if you're getting with somebody, you got to be grown about it. All right? So that's what's affecting your connections, okay? But I know you understand it as, oh yeah, I'm being gaslighted. They're trying to make me feel like I'm crazy. Or is that what happens is when you hold back from it? See what happens when you're in a relationship and you get with a new relationship, this is always going to stay with you. because somebody already from the Seven of Swords already have caused you doubt. So you're gonna think that everybody's like that. And even if you with this person for a long time and they're afraid of committing, okay, you gotta be. This is what you gotta speak. You gotta pick up those swords and say what you want. Don't test love. You understand me? But anyway, with that one card, I don't need no more. All right. But yes, they want a physical. Everybody is gonna get that card because everybody's looking for financial security. Period. At the end. All right. We all striving to be with somebody that has our same shared values. All right. We want somebody that could make decisions. If they can make decisions when it comes to family, spending money, the way we're gonna spend money. All right. Who makes the decisions? And not to avoid having these conversations. At the end of the day, swords represent the conversations that we have with each other. Don't sweep the problems under the rug. Don't act like they don't exist. All right, just try to find a time to have the conversation with your person. All right, because the Ten of Pentacles, I want to feel secure. I want you to share the responsibility. Okay, I want to create a family with you that's secure. We all looking for that. Somebody that prioritizes happy fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. All right, so you see a person that's drinking. Maybe you do drink a lot. Maybe your groups of friends, all right? There's something here that we're not seeing, but at the end of the day, okay, maybe you get, maybe you forget things, okay? Or maybe you used to drink a lot, Taurus. Maybe you take your clothes off, you sleep. There's something that you're doing here, all right? But anyway, at the end of the day, they still have the hots for you. They want to rekindle. They want to go ahead and have that spark back with you, but don't hold back. Let's go ahead to Gemini. Gemini cannot wait. Gemini, let's see here. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Gemini, let's see here. One more. Gemini, let's see what your person wants. One more. One more. Up close and personal. Gemini, thank you, thank you. One more. And thank you. All right. All right, Gemini. They want the marriage. They want the marriage. Yeah. Your person wants to marry you. They want you to be a little bit more. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, Gemini, I like this card. These cards you got here. I mean, this is saying that they want to be married. And they want communication. They want a stimulating communication, but they want you to take it easy, all right? Because the Knight of Pentacles, they want you to be a little bit more organized with your time, to manage your time. There's something about you managing your time and your finances, okay? Because the Ace of Swords is by the way I communicate, or be too quick to communicate, quick to do something, but they do want to move in with you if you're not already living with them. I know that there's family, there's priorities here. The King of Cups, he's a married person. He's stable. He's emotional. They maybe want you to show a little bit more emotion, all right? Because the Cups represents, it's all about balancing my emotions with family and not to get too carried away with your thoughts, or not to, when you say something, like, don't sway. Like, if you say something, they want you to keep your word. They want you to honor your word, all right? Because what I'm getting here, Ace is all about establishing something real and building from that, all right? And for me, the Ace of Pentacles represents solid, but it represents stability, and it represents me being honest and communicate here with the Ace of Swords. Communicate what you need. Be clear, They want you to own to your feelings and things that you said, all right? So they want to have this breakthrough, all right? So they could start this with clear, all right? Because they have a very strong potential. There's a lot of potential here. But at the end of the day, they love having you home. They feel like you're the one that they could come home to, all right? They see that, with the King of Cups, it could be you or it could be them, all right? At the end of the day, the energy of the King of Cups is a person that they treat their family like gold, their children like gold, their spouses, they treat them like kings, queens, that energy. They give you that. They don't have a lot of, what do you call it? They don't have a lot of restrictions, all right? This person doesn't have a lot of restrictions, okay? but they do want you to be a little bit more. Let's say you're a guy, you come in here, they want you to a little more practical, which means that they want you to take, like take your time. Don't rush into things. They don't want you to rush to nothing. They want you to take your time to think, but then have that approach between. Because see, this represents emotion. This represents practicality. This represents a pragmatic approach to my relationship where I'm going to execute the plans. So, like, if you plan something, they want you to follow through. Remember, you're all about flexibility and being flexible. Okay, so they want you to lose a little bit of that, okay, and try to adapt more because they want you in the home. So if I'm guessing a guy, you guys want the same thing. Like if you a Gemini male, or that comes in and say, oh, what does my person want? Your person wants the marriage. They want you to move in. They want to build a family with you, or they want you to replace. They want to reconnect. They want you to sit down and have this connection that it's both fun, but not too much fun. All right? They want you a little bit more serious. But that's Gemini. Gemini is a flexible person, but they don't want you to be too flexible. To have some time here for the connection. Okay? So with that being said, let me get out of here. This is all I have, 21 minutes. And so nobody came in with no questions. I'll be back in about 2 in the morning, maybe 3. With that being said, God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next live. Take care. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Have a blessed day, guys.